Luton, 5 AM, and it's very cold.
If you'd let me go in and speak to them first.
How you doing? Is it John?
Yeah.
Hello, John. Hello. How you doing, mate? We're from the outreach team.
These are the good mornings. The mornings they fear, or when the team from Noah call.
Is it comfy?
But nobody answers back. And tonight we can reveal the hundreds of homeless deaths that happen on the UK streets. They're revelations that don't surprise Shannon. Born with a severe heart condition, now living on the streets.
I've had 4 open heart surgeries, so I've been open from here to here 4 times, and then I've got a pacemaker and I've had it for about 5 years. That's why I'm purple.
How does the cold affect you?
I get cold very easy, very easy. So
Can it affect you more than...
Yeah, like I get, say if you get a cold or flu, like it goes really quickly for you, but if I get it, I have like an extra month or 2, so like if I got pneumonia, I wouldn't survive. I'd actually die. I like wouldn't get over pneumonia, so it's very dangerous.
Are you worried about it?
Well, I'm always worried, but I kind of stopped worrying after a while.
Shannon and many others get checked each morning. Each morning, the team know the realities of what they might find.
I think there was 14 last year, and then there's been 3 this year.
That have passed away?
Yes.
And from what? What are the causes?
Drugs, alcohol, and a couple of TB cases.
Every death leaves a mark here. For Lauren, that mark is raw and at the moment insurmountable.
I thought me and him were together for life.
Last May, Lauren and her boyfriend Dean were living in the boot of a car when they discovered Lauren was pregnant. Days later, Dean died of an overdose. On the day Lauren went for her first baby scan in hospital, Dean was lying in the hospital's morgue.
I wanted to see him, like, how he was, and he had a smile on his face, and it was like... And I didn't want to leave, do you know what I mean? I refused to leave when they had let me see him for 5 minutes. But I refused to leave. But it was hard, but I've got a baby, so that's him.
Tonight we can reveal that Dean's death was one of hundreds. For the last year, Channel 4 News, in collaboration with the Bureau of Investigative Journalism, have set out to count the number of homeless deaths. The research shows that in the last 18 months, at least 796 homeless people died across the UK. The vast majority were men. Few were old. The average age at death was just under 50. The youngest? Only 18 years old. So the question is, just why are so many homeless people dying? Why are they dying so young? Well, the common myth is that they're all like Dean, it's all drug or alcohol issues or suicide. But some new research has proven that's just not the case. Vast numbers are dying from entirely preventable causes, and it's causing them to die decades earlier than they should. Healthcare needs to get out onto the streets, says the research by University College London. And that's what this van does, bringing screening and treatment to hostels and shelters. Because the research found that 1/3 of those that die on the streets die from treatable diseases.
The most important thing about this is it's kind of myth-busting in the way that it shows that yes, people were still dying of drug overdoses and suicides, but actually they're dying of the same things that everyone else, that you and I will ultimately die of, heart disease and cancer. And we have drugs and medical interventions that could stop that from happening.
For those on the streets with chaotic lives and chronic conditions like Andrew, this van is their only access to healthcare.
I want to show the cameras, yeah? I got 2 hernias, so we're seeing his. And
how long have you had those for?
2 years.
Andrew also has hepatitis C, which can be life-threatening, but is treatable. Do you know how you got hep C?
Sharing needles.
You got hit from sharing needles?
It was me, so
it's okay. It's right, mate. The Ministry for Housing say 1 death on our streets is too many. They're investing £1.2 billion to tackle homelessness and end rough sleeping, and are committed to conducting independent reviews into the deaths of rough sleepers. But their focus is to stop people from becoming homeless in the first place. A nation's greatness is measured by how it treats its weakest members, so the saying goes. The evidence etched on these faces suggests this nation is failing.